All right, Khan, Shalom, Shalom, Israel, Shalom to the 12 tribes of Yasha Ali. Giving the chorus all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. That's all praises, honor, glorification unto the Most High God, Yahweh. In the name of his own begotten Son, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. That's brother Yasha Ali.
Brother Gad.
Come back, show yet another video through the spirit power Yahweh Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. All right. Shabbat Shalom to the 12 is observing it Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown through the spirit. Another day of praying, another day of laboring, another day of congregating with like-minded individuals that are in this truth, man. You know? So all praises to the Most High God for another Shabbat. All praises. So, as you can see from the title of this video, man, hey, y'all celebrating Halloween. Are y'all celebrating Halloween? Is the topic. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to go through some of the origins of Halloween. We know Halloween is so-called Halloween is right around the corner, right? In about what is it? 4 days, something like that, 4 days, around the 31st of October. And we know the reason why we're going through this is because the majority of our people, they like to celebrate Halloween. They like to celebrate the festivities of the heathen. All right. Because again, Halloween is a pagan holiday. Everybody knows this. They still celebrate. Y'all still celebrating it, knowing that it's a pagan holiday, right? Knowing that it has nothing to do with Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. It has nothing to do with this Bible. It has nothing to do with Yahweh Shah. It has nothing to do with righteousness, right? The Lord said, abhor that which is evil. And guess what? The wicked holiday of Halloween, they glorify evil. They glorify wickedness. It's a day of just glorifying wickedness. That's what it's become. You know what I'm saying? And so we're going to go into the origin of Halloween, but when we're just looking at it whole scale, if it's not coming from Yahweh Bashin Yahweh, where's it coming from? That's the question, right? It's like, okay, yeah, you can't find Halloween in the Bible. So if you can't find it in the Bible, where's it coming from? It's very questionable. You know what I'm saying? The Lord never spoke of Halloween. He never said, "Thou shalt keep my hollow day on the 31st of October. Thou shalt keep it. Thou shalt observe it as a high day." For it is the Lord's Halloween. That's not a verse in the Bible, man. All right. It is the Lord's Halloween. It is a night to be much deserved unto the Lord. And thou shalt trick or treat for candy, house by house. Right. So no, it's a lot of wickedness that goes around that goes on during Halloween, man. People are getting to the spirit of it. People like to say, get into the spirit of the holidays. They literally say that you got to get in the spirit. But before we get all these before we get into that, let's kick it off with a book of Colossians chapter 2, verse 8, man. Right, we're gonna kick it off with that. All right, because this is what this is. It is a vain philosophy, right? Let's go to that.
You read, King?
Yeah, Khan, you got it.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. And it reads, "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of man, after the rudiments of the world, and not after a Hamashiach."
Yeah, exactly. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. That's what that is. It's vain deceit and philosophy, right? The tradition of men. That's what Halloween is. Is the tradition of men. That's the rudiments of the world right there. When we come to the truth, we stop celebrating Halloween, man. Stop trick or treating. We stop partaking in the parties. Why are y'all throwing a party to glorify wickedness? That's what this age has become, man. They're throwing a party, getting drunk, getting high. Somebody was telling me about this about that to me the other day. Literally getting drunk, at a certain house. You know what I'm saying? People getting drunk, young people like around the same age as me for Halloween, man, in the name of Halloween. So y'all are sinning before the Lord, want to indulge in that just for the sake of Halloween. Hey, guess what? Philosophy and vain deceit has deceived our people. Tradition of men, right? Let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, and verse number 1, the classic, real quick.
God.
Right? Let's get that real
God.
quick.
So like, what was that?
No, no, you got it.
God, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. And it reads, Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right. So the Lord said, learn not the way of the heathen. The way of the heathen is what? Trick or treating. Where is that in the Bible at, man? Where is that in the Bible? Trick or treating. Getting candy. What did the Lord say about receiving gifts? The Lord said, a gift destroyeth the heart. Did he not say that? All right, let's get that real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. The Lord said a gift destroys the heart. So why are you receiving gifts from strangers? That's the only day, the only night in the whole year where you're able to receive gifts from strangers. Because a lot of times they'll say, don't take candy for strangers. But Halloween is that just that one day out of the year where it's accepted. Why is that? And even on that too, there's a lot of people that's finding syringes in candy. They're finding poison in candy. Can't trust people, man. Right? You can't trust people. Why would you trust your child receiving candy from strangers, man? In the name of Halloween. Just something to do, right? It's a festivity of man. It's a festivity of Babylon, man. That's what that is. Right? But Khan, let's get that Ecclesiastes 7 and 7. The Lord said, don't take a gift. Right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, but a gift destroyeth the heart.
Right. A gift is going to destroy the heart, man. And what are we doing on Halloween? We're taking gifts, and that's destroying our hearts. Right? We're taking gifts from the so-called white man. And when Donald Trump sent out that stimulus package to our people, guess what they started to do? They started to praise Trump. It was like, hey, Trump is all right, man. Trump is all right. Look, he's sending us stimulus packages, stimulus checks. Hey, he's all right, man. Guess what? By us receiving that gift from these heathen, and the gift could be really anything. Hey, guess what? The heathen, they gave us Halloween, they gave us Christmas, they gave us Valentine's Day, they gave us New Year's, they gave us 4th of July. And so Jake and Eve, they'll take that. They'll take that gift, and that destroys their heart, destroys their discernment, destroys their spirit, right? It destroys their mind. And into thinking that it's accepted by the Most High God, into thinking that it's cool. It's all good, right? Guess what? I mean, they're doing it. Why I can't do it? Why I can't trick or treat? They're doing it. Well, because that's not our custom. That's the custom of the heathen, right? You have something on that, King?
You got
Go on. All right, Khan, give me the book of Sirach, chapter 20. I believe I'm on in verse 28, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let's go to, or hold on, let me see. Sirach 20. Hold on, Shalaki, that's not what I wanted. All right. I'll find it. Yeah, Khan, let's go to Sirach 20. Is it 27? All right. That's right here. Let me see. Salakia. Yeah, Khan. The Lord did say, right, thou shalt take no gift. Let me find that real quick. Thou shalt take no gift. Right.
Khan, I got a precept, King.
Okay, Khan.
Khan, like the brothers do, celebrating these holidays are not of the Most High God, right? They're wicked. It has a lot to do with the flesh, right? It has a lot to do with doing your own will, being who you want to be, right? Let me get this precept real quick.
Yeah.
It's like this book of Sirach, right? Chapter 5, get the classic in verse 15. It reads, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or a small. So you can't be ignorant of anything, whether it's a great matter, whether it's a small matter, right? Because you might look at it like, oh, it's just Halloween or it's just candy, right? A lot of people have that thing of, oh, do it for the children, do it for the kids, right? But the Most High didn't say do it for the kids. right? We have our own feast days. We have our own high holy days, right? We can't be ignorant of anything, right? Like the brothers bringing out, you had a lot of things going on. Um, you have a lot of things going on around this time. It's a lot of lust going on, a lot of wicked acts. People are poisoning people. People are like the brother said. People are putting things inside the candy, putting things inside the apples, right? You kind of bite into the apple and your damn mouth start bleeding, right? Your mouth start bleeding. At now, you know these things are not of the Most High, you know. So you can't be ignorant of anything because this is a big matter. This is a big thing, right? You can't be ignorant and just think that it's just something so small, right? We can't if you can't find it in the Bible, hey, I always tell people that, hey, show me where the Israelites kept Halloween. You can't find it because that was never a thing for us to do, right? Brother, you got it.
Yeah, Con, exactly. It was never meant for us to be doing that. All right. And again, Halloween is something new on the earth. We have ancient feast days, like the Passover, man. The Passover dates back all the way to the ancient days of Egypt. Right? That's when we first kept it. Where the heck is Halloween at during the time of Moses? You think Moses was talking about, yeah, 31st, we finna go over here trick or treat, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we finna go over here to this house party and get drunk. You think Moses was worried about that, man? Moses was not thinking about that. All right, Halloween, all these festivities for real are new things in the earth. All right, they're new things in the earth, and it's really, as a brother said, just an excuse to get drunk. It's an excuse to go out and just party, just have fun. People want to have these avenues of excuses, right, to do their wickedness. You see that? Hey, people, you know what I'm saying? They wait till what, Friday night to go do their wickedness. They wait till Saturday. They wait till the damn weekend to do certain things, right? Cause just it feels odd doing it on a Wednesday. It feels odd doing it on just like a Tuesday, right? They're gonna wait till the weekend and everybody's free, right? And they're gonna indulge in their wickedness then, right? They're gonna do it. Let me get this precept also in the book of Exodus, chapter 23, right? The Lord said, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, right? Let's go to Exodus 23 and verse number 2. I can read it real quick. It says, thou shalt
Yeah.
not follow a multitude to do evil. And that's what our people are doing. They see the majority of people celebrating Halloween, and sometimes they even get pressured to do so, right? They get pressured to do so. Well, what are you going to do for Halloween? You're not going to celebrate it. Why? Are you Mormon? What are you? Right? You know what I'm saying? They kind of look at you funny. Hey, I had a sister, she asked me, hey, what am I going to do for Halloween? I said, I don't celebrate it. I haven't celebrated Halloween in like 7 years. And she's like, why? I was like, look, you know, hey, she kind of knew what I was going to say, right? I was like, because of its origins. She was like, hey, what about the origins? But she kind of knows in her spirit what I'm about to say, man. You already know deep in your spirit the origins of Halloween is not some holy thing, right? It don't go back to a holy thing. All the origins in our feast days, they go back to holy things, the mighty acts, right? For example, the Passover, when the Lord killed and plagued thousands and thousands of Egyptians and led his people out of Egypt. You see that's why we keep the Passover in memory of that, and also in memory of the sacrifice that Yahweh gave for the nation of Israel, right? Those are two very, very mighty things. What's another one? Purim. We celebrate Purim in remembrance of the mighty act of the Most High when he delivered his people, right, from being killed from Haman, the evil man, the evil Edomite. So it all has its righteous origins when it comes to these feast days in the Bible. Something to be ashamed of, right? But when you celebrate Halloween, that's something you should be ashamed of. Shame on you if you celebrate Halloween, man. Still in 2023, right? It says, thou shalt not follow a multitude of the evil. So you see all these people, they go into the party. They celebrate, they're dressing up. Hey, sometimes at the job place, they might allow you to wear a costume to work, you know? Certain jobs they let you wear, a costume, whatever. You might bring food. They might have a party or something like that, a little party at work. the coworkers, for the employees, I should say. Well, guess what? Are you going to partake in that? Are you gonna dress up too? You're gonna dress up as Superman, right? It says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to the evil. Never let us like it. Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment." All right. So, but the point is, don't follow a multitude to do evil. All right. You had something on that, King?
La, you got it, King.
Okay, Khan. Right. So the Lord said, "Yeah, don't follow a multitude to do evil." Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse number 14. Right. You got that. Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 14, man.
Con. This book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And it reads, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men.
Right.
Avoid
Wait, hold
paths
on.
not."
Because it says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men." See, Halloween is wickedness. And actually, before we get this precept, let's go to the origins of Halloween. So, first of all, this is from a website called Statista, right? Statista. And so it says, "Do you plan to celebrate Halloween or participate in Halloween activities this year?" And so, as you can see, they took a general census of Americans over the course of about, let's see here, 7 years, 8 years, right? Almost 10 years. And so um, the survey was from 2015 to 2023. We see it was a gradual rise in 2017 and went back down in 2018. And it significantly went down during the time of COVID, so 2020 and 2021. But ever since 2021, it's made a steady increase about a steady increase of how many people are going to celebrate, participate in Halloween. All right. And so as we see in Slovakia in year 2023, this year currently 73% are essentially 73% of people in the United States are planning to celebrate Halloween. You see that? 73%. That's a lot of people, man. That's like if you had four quarters, right? Let's say you have four quarters. You took three of those quarters, and we have that one quarter left. So that's 3 quarters. It's 3 quarters, man. That's how many people are celebrating Halloween. All right. It says Halloween is widely celebrated. It's a widely celebrated tradition in the United States, with around 70% of Americans planning to participate in Halloween celebrations in 2023. All right. And then it talks about the COVID or the Slovakia, the pestilence. But it says this is Halloween. Halloween is celebrated around the world on October 31st. Given the spooky themes of the event, it is also a popular time of year for horror and slasher movies. You see horror and slasher movies. Let's kind of look at that real quick. So horror and slasher movies are going into what? Your typical scary movie, horror movie. So let's see, like a famous one, X or Jaws, right? Jaws. Your what? Scream. Scream is a classic. I think that dates all the way back to what, the 80s and 90s, something like that. Scream. Smile. I think this is like a newer one, if I'm not mistaken. But you have a lot of classic, horror movies that people like to watch around this time. And why is that, man? Why does it kind of get you in a certain spirit? That's how they control you through the media, right? Kind of control you through the media, kind of put a certain spirit on you, right? This is a certain spirit in the air of horror, right? Of killing. And watching certain things and what, because we always like to say as well, you have to be careful about what you put in your vessel, right? In your temple. All right. Let's go real quick to the book of let's demonstrate that real quick. You listen to certain music, it's going to put a certain spirit on you. Every Jake has experienced this. You're driving, depending on what type of music you're playing, that's going to determine how you're driving, right? Most of the time, right? So if you're driving, you're listening to Draco the Ruler, you're listening to them. I don't know, man. Let's say you're listening to some hardcore just rap music. Let's say you're listening to what's his name, NBA YoungBoy. You're listening to NBA when you're driving, brother. You're on the damn 60, right? Going to 75 on a 60 or 75 on a 50, right? You know what I'm saying? Brothers might be brothers might put on some SOBRBE, right?
Yeah.
Brothers might put on some SOBRBE or some blue, I don't know, right? What brothers listen to in the world. But you know what I'm saying? It's going to determine how you're driving, the whole spirit, right? Might be cruising, you know what I'm saying, just taking it easy. Might put on some sad music. If you put on some sad music, after a while, you're gonna, you're not gonna drive so aggressively. All right. So let's go to First Samuel chapter 16 to kind of show. I think it was at 16 or 18, right? I think I went at 18 then. First Samuel 18 and verse number, right? Yeah, this is First Samuel 18. Let's see here. Right. Um, hold on. I'm try to look for this real quick. Select it. I think it might be 16 then. Hold on. Oh no, select it, not 16. Not 16. Right. Hold on. Let me look for this real quick.
Con, I got a precept.
Kanye, you got it.
Con, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 5. It reads, "It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools." Right? And I bring that out to say, even coming into all these, even though when you see all these wicked days come to pass, they always have a song that goes with it. Right? This is the song of the wicked. Right? You have the song of the righteous, you have the song of the wicked. Right? The Lord said in Psalms, sing a new song unto the Lord. Right? This is a wicked song. We're not singing this song. Right? You have like even the scary movies you were bringing up, King, you got a lot of these other movies. You got Jack and the Jack-o'-lantern, or whatever the case may be, or whatever they call them. And they got like these cartoons for the kids, and it comes with all these Halloween songs. Like brothers know the Halloween songs, right? Right.
Yeah.
We don't have to play them for you, but they got all these Halloween songs, and that's the song of fools, right? Right. You want to hear the rebuke of the wise. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear what not to do, right? And especially in these last days, right? You see what's going on in the Middle East, and that's going on in the Middle East, and you got grown men, damn near in their 40s, in their 30s, 40s, dressing up like little kids. What manner of spirit must we be in? Especially around this time. It's not time to sing along with the wicked. It's not time to indulge in all these wicked acts. Well, you got it, King.
Yeah, Con. Actually, that reminds me of certain precept. Before we get this one in First Samuel, 16. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. All right. I'm gonna get this real quick. All right. That kind of reminds me of a precept. The Lord said, "Should we then make myrrh?" Or I'm gonna get this real quick. Ezekiel 21 and verse number see where I want to start at. I'm sorry, verse 7, right? It says what? Ezekiel 21 and 7, and it shall be when they say unto thee, wherefore sighest thou? That thou shalt answer for the tidings, because it cometh. And every heart shall melt, and all hands shall be feeble, and every spirit shall faint, and all knees shall be weak as water. Behold, it cometh, and shall be brought to pass, saith the Lord God. So people, they want to get a thrill by watching these movies, by watching Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, um, the Loch Neck, the Lagoon Monster. I don't know. Uh, it. They want to watch it, right? It too. You know what I'm saying? To get scared. Well, guess what? Guess what? Hey, the days is going to come. You don't have to watch a scary movie. You're going to be in a scary movie, man. It's going to put it like that. You're going to be in a scary movie in real time, right? Because, hey, guess what? It says, it shall be when they say unto thee, wherefore sighest thou? Ezekiel was sighing. He was like, damn. That's what a sigh is. Like, ah, damn. Hey, Ezekiel was probably over there like, damn, man. You know what I'm saying? With his head toward the ground. It says that thou shalt answer for the tidings, meaning for the news that I received, the prophecies, because it cometh, and every heart shall melt, and all hands shall be feeble. You think your hands are feeble in that damn movie theater when you're watching it too, because it's finna be a jump scare, right? Watching a clown or something like that, right? And guess what? No, this is going to be in real time. All right. Every hand is going to be feeble, and every spirit shall faint, and all knees shall be weak as water. You're going to be weak as water in that day. All right. Behold, it cometh, and it shall be brought to pass, saith the Lord. And what are they going to be scared of? Verse 8 it says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. The Lord said he's getting the sword ready in the third heaven. He's getting it ready, man. He said it's sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. So when you see people getting slaughtered on your left and on your right, you're going to be scared. All right. Unless you're a military man that's had 10 years of experience, the average person is going to be scared at that when they see that. 1,000 fall they left, 10,000 at they right, as it says in the book of Psalms, chapter 91. The average person is going to be scared. All right. It says, it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make myrrh? And also, this sword, remember, this sword could be going into anything. Sword is a weapon, it's a general weapon. All right. So it could be going into famine, is likened onto the sword. Right. The wicked coming in like a flood is likened onto the Lord's sword. So this sword could be anything that the Lord wants to use to destroy. All right. Because you don't use a sword to create things. Hey, Gad, do you use a sword to create things? Or do
Lie.
you use it to cut things and destroy it? Yeah, you use it to cut and destroy.
That's right.
Right? So it says, it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make myrrh? Meaning, should we then celebrate Halloween? You know, should we then go trick or treating? The Lord says, should we then make myrrh? Right? This myrrh is going into laughter, happiness. Not saying you can't be happy, right? But what do you have in your happiness in? Right? Celebrating Halloween. It says to exult, rejoice, display joy. The Lord says, should we be cheerful, be glad? Should we be making myrrh? Should we be in the house of myrrh right now with the wicked, eating candy? It's like eating candy with the wicked. Or should we be focused on what's going to come, right? The prophecies, what time we're living in. You know, Hamas got World War III, and World War III is literally around the corner for America. You know what I'm saying? Should we then make myrrh? Should we then celebrate Halloween? Right? It says, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. All right. So yeah, this is coming, man. This is coming. Should we then celebrate Halloween? All right. Let's lock it. Going back to this in 1 Samuel 16, the reason why they're playing all these scary movies, these horror movies and things of that nature, and you go into this any supermarket, go into the Walmart, your local, I don't know, brothers go to Safeway. I don't know where brothers go, man. Ralph's. Brothers might go to Ralph's, or brothers might go to whatever your local supermarket, whatever. It could even be a 7-Eleven. It could even be a Walgreens. Even matter CVS. You go into there, it's going to be what in the front. It's be some witch stuff, pumpkins. It's going to be some just Halloween decorations. All right, it's going to be all Halloween decorated. Hey, at my job, it's then they're all Halloween decorated right now. They've kind of had that for a couple weeks, I think, maybe for about 2 weeks, right? So what they're trying to do is trying to get you in the spirit, trying to get you kind of cast that spirit of Halloween upon you. You know what I'm saying? Try to cast that spirit upon you, make you want to celebrate and make you want to indulge that sin. Let's go to 1 Samuel 16, verse number 14. So we're going to show you how music has an effect on you. All right. And we can even get it on a scientific level, but we're going to get on the spiritual level first. All right, let's go to 1 Samuel 16 and 14.
God, God, this book of First Samuel, chapter 16 and verse 14. It reads, "But the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servant said unto him, Behold now, an evil spirit from God troubleth thee. Let
Mhm.
our Lord now command thy servants which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on an harp, and it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hand, and thou shalt be well."
You see that? So it's showing you how when so like actually now you can keep going. You can keep going on that. It's going to show you.
Verse 17. And
Uh,
Saul said unto his servants, Provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me. Then answered one of the servants and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse the Bethlehemite, that is cunning and plain, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him.
right, talking about David. Right. Let's go skip down to verse 23.
Verse 23. And it
Mhm.
came to pass when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him.
Yep, you see that? So the evil spirit, as David kind of took that heart, he kind of was playing it, man. You know what I'm saying? He was, doing his thing with it, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, David, and kind of going on that too. David was very talented, mighty man of war. Hey, he was loved by the people. He was a comely person, meaning that he was attractive. You know what I'm saying? He was handsome man, right? Um, and he could play that harp good. You know what I'm saying? So David was for real a jack of all trades. As like a jack of all trades, he could do it all, right? But nevertheless, he could play that harp good. And so you're playing the instrument good, and in these strings, because I play piano, so I know a thing or two about music. So when you're playing that piano, you can play joyful tunes, right? Play joy. Everybody in the damn room is kind of like, okay, you know what I'm saying? People just move into the, you know what I'm saying? You can play but you can also play really sad songs on the piano too, and everybody's gonna have their head down, right? everybody's gonna have their head down when you start playing that. So you can literally move the spirit right of the room just by the how you hit the notes, the speed, by the tempo, by what notes you hit, in what order, in what rhythm. So music is very deep, man. It's very deep, and it can play on your spirit. And like I said, brothers can experience that all the time. If you want to be sad, just listen to sad music, and all your memories. Why she leave me, man? Why she leave me? Why she had to do me like that? Hey, brother, you listen to sad music. Of course, you're gonna feel sad. If you listen to music all day about damn, the brother said, the Halloween music. If you listen to the Michael Myers song, what is it? Not the song, but
It's like an instrumental.
yeah, the instrumental. And you're gonna be thinking about, that movie, right? You're gonna have that spirit upon you. If you listen to oh yeah, Yeet. Brothers know Yeet, right? You know what I'm saying? If brothers listen to Yeet all day, you might just want to be like, man, I kind of want to pop a perk. Just brother, just saying madness now. All of a sudden, it's like, what? You say you want to do what? I mean, I just want to where my lean at? Brother's talking about lean now. You know what I'm saying? First, brothers talking about that living water. Now, brothers talking about that lean. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it kind of put us. It's going to put a spirit on you. So let's go to Daniel chapter 6, verse 18 to kind of prove that as well. So that's why they're pushing that. You know, you turn on the TV, you're seeing all these they're playing the Halloween associated movies, right? Why are they doing that? It's because they want to put that spirit upon you of what? Halloween, getting into the scary, the spooky season, get you to buy stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see commercials about certain, costumes. Hey, even what's it called? Spirit. Um, was it that the store that comes around only once a year for Halloween that everybody goes to get their costumes. Was it like Spirit?
Kind,
Um, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
What's it
yeah,
called?
kind of called spirit,
Oh, it's just called Spirit.
like or spirits. You see that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. What is it? Let me try to look at the Spirit store or something like that. Yeah, Spirit Halloween. It's called Spirit Halloween. Right? Hey, everybody damn there in America probably has seen this. Right? So, Lucky, I'm gonna show up on the screen. Everybody in America has probably seen this before. Spirit
Yeah,
Halloween. You know what I'm saying? Only comes around once a year, and when you go in, this what you see. You know, this what you see. All right. This the kind of costumes you see. Right. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. In the world, I used to go there. I used to go there in the world. Not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of, kind of funny looking at all the, the I don't even know what you call it, but the decorations for Halloween and stuff. It's kind of funny, fun to look at it, right? But yeah, brothers used to get in that thing, man. All right, in the world. So let's get this real quick. Daniel chapter 6, verse 18. All right.
kind. This book of Daniel, chapter 6, and verse 18. Then the king went to his palace and passed the night fast. It's like it, and passed the night fasting. Neither were in, neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him.
Right. So we brought this precept out because when the king was fasting that night, because when you're fasting, essentially, you want to be in a certain spirit of what, being having a contrite heart, being of a lowly spirit, not necessarily, you just having fun your whole fast type thing. You don't want to be, playing the Fortnite, playing the damn Call of Duty, right, or getting on the Madden, the whole time you're fasting, man, or when you're fasting in general, all right, because when you're fasting, essentially trying to get in a certain spirit. So what the king did was he put away the instruments and music. He said, no, 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 don't play any music right now, right? Because when you're playing the music, obviously these instruments of music most likely would be, instruments, or it's like they'll be most likely playing songs of joy, happiness. When you're feasting, let's say, at a feast day, you're gonna be playing sad songs at the feast day, right? Like, let's say you're a king at the feast day, you're gonna be playing some goodly songs, some songs to rise up the spirit of the room, rise up the spirit of the party, right? Not going to be playing sad songs, anything like that, right? And also, when you go to the book of Sirach, right? Let's get that real quick. Sirach chapter 30. Let's see it, 32 and verse number 1. Let's get that real quick.
Kind. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 32. You said number 31?
Sirach 32 and verse 1.
Oh, kind. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 32 and verse 1. If
Mhm.
thou be made the master of a feast, lift not thyself up, but be among them as one of the rest. Take diligent care of Slakia, take diligent care for them, and so sit down.
Mhm.
And when thou hast done all thy office, take thy place, that thou mayest be merry with them, and receive a crown for thy well ordering of the feast. Speak
Yeah.
thou that art the elder, for it becometh thee, but with sound judgment and hinder but with sound judgment and hinder not music.
Yeah, you see that? For it becometh thee, but with sound judgment and hinder not music. You see that? So the Lord said, "Hey, hinder not music during the feast day." And again, because again, this music, right, is going to put a certain spirit in the room, right? It's going to put a certain spirit, you know, upon the people. Hey, they're having a good time, you know. That's why these rich folks, these rich Edomites, when they have a, like a banquet or a party, whatever, they sometimes have a live pianist on the piano, and they request songs like, "Hey, play this song, right?" Or play some jazz, and they just be playing some jazz. I know it firsthand that my mom used to do that for these rich Edomites, all right? Because again, this music is going to put a certain spirit in the room, all right? And so will also movies. Is going to do the same thing, right? Because it's all categorized as media, all right? It's all categorized as media. Um, so actually, let's try to get that definition of media. Let's see what it says. Um, Media. Let's see here. Media. The main means of mass communication, broadcasting, publishing, and the internet regarded collectively, right? And what's crazy about that is it says broadcasting, right?
Mm.
Broadcasting. So if anybody knows about broadcasting, all right, casting what? Casting the spell. You kind of casting that spell on a broad level, right? Broadcasting. You see that? And so what the Lord say about witches, casting spells and whatnot? Lord say he's not dealing with that, right? Hold on. Yeah, the Lord say he's not dealing with that, right? And Khan, shalom. Y'all about to know Shabbarakatum.
God.
Hey, Khan,
Oh,
Khan, shalom. Khan, hey, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. She woke up. She woke up. But hey, all praises. Yeah, Khan. So that's again broadcasting, and also believe too, if not mistaken, it's been a while since kind of went into that. But the word media, it kind of goes back to a certain, if I'm not mistaken, correct me, but a certain Greek goddess who was let me see, right? Media, Greek goddess, right, of deception. It's the same word, all right? It's the same word, and you think this is just a coincidence, all right? Because again, media will be what, like TV shows, movies, right? Let's see. Let's kind of pull up some of the popular um what's it called? Like the popular, okay, popular Halloween. Oh, you see that costumes, no movies, right? Let's see here. Yeah, so like Exorcist, right? The Exorcist. Um, what else? What else can I do I see familiar here? Yeah, so just these popular Halloween movies, right? Oh yeah, the movie Halloween that came out in 2018. I have watched that as well, right? But it's just a lot of just gore in these movies, you know. But essentially, these are this is the media. This is media right here, right? All categorized as a media. The songs, the music, the music that comes with it, the movies, maybe a show, right? All categorized as media. So let's look at this, right? So Medea, Greek goddess of deception. It says Medea is known as in most stories as a sorceress, but also a witch, and is often depicted as a priestess of the goddess Hecate. Medea plays the archetypal role of helper maiden, aiding Jason in his search for the golden fleece by using her magic to save his life and killing her brother to allow him to escape. So essentially, she's uh she's known for a sorcerer, right? A witch, you know, goddess of deception. And it's the same word for media, all right? And guess what? The media, so all these movies and these TV shows, whatever, they're playing around this certain time, trying to get you into a certain spirit, trying to cast these certain spirits upon you, man, of wickedness. All right. So come, all right. Um, and also Salaki, let's go back to this as well. Unless you had a certain point in precept, King.
Okay.
Okay, Khan. So let's go to it says this Halloween, right? It says, given the spooky things at the event, it is also a popular time of year for horror and slasher movies, with many movies of this genre released in time for the Halloween season. Many believe that the origins of Halloween date back to the ancient Gaelic festival of Samhain, which marked the end of summer and the harvest season as well as the beginning of winter. Yeah, so where is that in the Bible? Because again, Jake and Eve, bro, we're Israelites. We do not believe that the end of the year, right, is in winter. All right. Now of course the Bible does say that you should celebrate the Feast of Ingathering at the end of the year, towards the end of the year. It's going into the end of the agricultural year, going into winter. In winter, you can't. It's not really a lot of agriculture you're doing. So when it starts getting colder, then you're not able to grow as much crops as you would during the springtime. That's why it says during at the end of the year. It's talking about the agricultural year, but the actual end and start of the year is during the time of the spring. Spring is the new year, right? The new year does not start in the middle of winter. That's not when it starts, man. Right? But it says what? It is a time of year often associated with death. What the hell? When did the Lord say associate this time of year with death? When do you say that? Right? It says, as some people believe that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. They celebrate this night as they believe it would ensure people and their livestock would survive the harsh and cold winter. Right? So they believe that these two worlds of the living and the world of the dead would come would come would basically collapse. Right? They would come together. All right. And so what that is necromancy. That's what it is for real. Necromancy. Let's get that in the Bible. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 18. Necromancy is in the Bible for real. It's mentioned in the Bible, I should say. All right, but it's condemned. The practice of it is condemned. We're going to go into what necromancy is real quick. You got it, King. Deuteronomy 18 and verse number 10.
Come. This is book of Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 10. Right? There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a chamber, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or an necromancer.
Yeah, you see that? This is condemning literally all your costumes. Right? Observer at times, an enchanter, right? Or a witch. You see that? The Lord said in Exodus 22. Hey, actually, let's hold that. Let's go to the book of Exodus, right? Chapter 22, verse number 18. The Lord said, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. Let's get that. See that? The Lord is cold, man. The Lord is cold. All right. Go ahead.
Book of Exodus chapter 22 and verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Yeah, he said, you should not suffer a witch to live. if you see a witch around Israel in your community, you will not suffer her to live, right? Meaning that she shall be slain. You see that?
Right.
Yeah, she shall be slain, man. Right. So when you go back to that, Salakia, going back to that, here, right? It says a witch or a charmer or a consulter with familiar spirits. You see that? And consulting with familiar spirits, hey, they show you that in certain movies. I can't think of certain what movies. All right, I can't think of what movie they're what these movies are called, but essentially it'll be when there's like this these Edomites, they kind of know how to talk to the dead. They're like, yeah, they're here right now. You know what I'm saying? Kind of look into the crystal ball as well, right? Looking into the crystal ball, looking into the future. I can see you. You will have 3 kids, 20 years. Hey, guess what? That's I mean, sometimes it's fake, but hey, sometimes it's real, man. You know what I'm saying? The reason why they can tell you certain things and it be true because they're actually getting this power on the left hand side. Satan got power too, man. Don't be sleeping on Satan, right? You think that Satan, okay, you coming to this truth. Hey, Satan, he work under the Lord. Hey, the Lord kind of tells Satan what to do. All right, now Satan, he does not. Hey, Satan got power. The Lord said, hey, it's given unto me. Whoever I want to give it to, I can give it to. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking to Yahusha in the book of Luke, for that which is delivered unto me. You know what I'm saying? I can give it to whoever I will. All you got to do is fall down and worship me. And that's what Esau wants you to do. He wants you to fall down and worship Satan, right? Give props to Satan. Yeah, worship Satan, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, or a consulter with familiar spirits or a wizard, and they show you what, wizard, everybody knows what a wizard is too. This is not just some far-fetched thing. People, the average person, they're like, when you say, oh yeah, you got wizards and witches out here, they be like, nah, you out of your mind. This is what they think, right? They think about damn Harry Potter or something. you know, they think about Harry Potter when you talk about witches and warlocks and wizards. Nah, man, it's not just Harry Potter. The hell is Harry Potter? That's not, what I'm saying? That's just a book, fiction. You actually had wizards and witches. You actually had real magicians. The Lord talks about that in the book of Isaiah, in the 19th chapter. You know, that they'll consult to the magicians. Actually, let's get that real quick. Kind of prove that. Because a lot of people, they don't believe that magic is real. I mean, magic, it is real. It's just power on the left hand side. Let's go to Isaiah 19:3. You know?
Kind of where you want me to start, King? Oh, verse 3?
Yeah, kind of verse 3.
Kind of book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
Hey, you see that? They're going to seek to the idols, to the charmers, to them that have familiar spirits. You see that? What does that mean? And remember, this is a prophecy really going into the modern day Egypt right now. What's the modern day Egypt right now? America. They show you that all the time. The back of the dollar bill, you have what? A pyramid, all seeing eye on it. That's one thing. You look at the history of America. They had the same people, right? The same people group, the Israelites, in captivity. Both kingdoms, right? Remember, in Egypt, in ancient Egypt, you have both kingdoms, northern kingdom and southern kingdom, because this is prior to the splitting, right? So you have both kingdoms, southern kingdom and northern kingdom in ancient Egypt oppressed together. And now in America, you have both kingdoms oppressed together, right? In the same land, being captives. So you have a lot of similarities between Egypt and this modern day nation we call America, right? It says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof," meaning they're not going to know what to do. You have actual wizards and witches that people that this government seeks towards. And what do you think we should do? What's the next move we should make? Should we bomb Hamas or should we not?
Hmm.
Right? Just like how you had back in the ancient world, for example, you had certain kings, you had David. Before he did anything, he would what? He would consult the Lord. He would go to the prophets. Should I go up? And, I mean, that's literally all throughout First and Second Samuel. Shall I go up, Lord? And the Lord says, "Thou shalt surely go up, and I'll give them into thine hand." You see that? Hey, guess what? Other nations had that back in the ancient world. I'm studying history right now, right? It's one of my classes. Literally, other nations around Israel moved and operated that same way. They would go to the priests of their idol gods. They will ask petition of their gods and say, do you think I should take them? Right? Should we take them now or should we take them later? And guess what? They will give them an answer. Yes. You should surely overtake them and prevail also. You know what I'm saying? That's what the priest would tell them. And they ask petition of their gods. So literally these nations, they move the exact same way. They go to the charmers, they go to the familiar spirits and to the wizards. But the Lord is saying in that day, it's not going to matter what they do, right? But so that's just to prove that yeah, you do have wizards and witches. Not Harry Potter. All right. It's not Harry Potter. Was it um uh oh man, oh yeah, Hocus Pocus or something like that, man.
Hmm.
It's not just Hocus Pocus and like a wand. That's just a stereotype. All right, we're talking about actual people that tap in with Satan on the left hand side. All right. Oh, Salakia. So let's go back to the Salakia. It says or a wizard or a necromancer. All right, and let's go to this. So necromancer essentially is somebody that consults with the dead. All right, just being honest. That's what a necromancer is. Someone that consults with the dead. It says the literal meaning of a necromancer is a practice of magic involving communication with the dead by summoning their spirits as apparitions or visions for the purpose of divination. You see that? Imparting the means to foretell future events and discover hidden knowledge. So necromancy is condemned by the Bible. And actually, let's read an account of it in the Bible by our, beloved. Well, I shouldn't say beloved, but let's go to First Samuel chapter 28, verse number 6. All right. So Saul was in a tough situation, man. But as the brother Barzia said, hey, he said, Khan, hey, it's witchcraft, man. BS. But Khan, let's get that. First Samuel 28, verse 6.
God, this book of First Samuel, chapter 28, and verse 6. And when and when Saul inquired of the Lord answered him not, neither by dreams, nor by Urim, nor by prophets. Then,
Right. Yeah.
then said Saul, Slakia, was that?
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying like Khan, like, the Lord wasn't answering Saul, so he didn't know what to do. You got it.
God. Then said Saul unto his servants, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, that I may go to her and inquire of her. And his servant said to him, behold, there is a woman that hath a familiar spirit at Endor.
Yeah, Khan. So it says, seek me a woman that hath a familiar spirit, meaning that she can talk to the dead. She got that power on the left hand side to do so, right? And let's go to verse 8.
Verse 8. And Saul disguised himself and put on other raiment, and he went, and 2 men with him. And they came to the woman by night, and he said, I pray thee, divine unto me by the familiar spirit, and bring me him, Slakia, and bring me him up, whom I shall name unto thee.
right. And he kind of had to disguise himself. He probably had that hoodie on, you know what I'm saying? And he probably had who knows? He probably had that ski mask on, right? He probably had that what's it called? Oh man, I don't even know.
A veil.
Yeah, the veil. Yeah, come probably had a veil. You know what I'm saying? In the dark of the night. You know how Jake is, bro. You know how Jake is when he's doing it. I'll say a transaction. All right, doing an illegal transaction at night. The brother is not wearing some bright ass clothes. Right? He's not having his face all out. Brother might have a black hoodie on, black sweats, black the black shoes. He's looking around. He's making sure nobody sees him. So this is Jake we're dealing with. This is not an Edomite. This is Jake. So we already know that he was disguising himself. All right. But you can just skip to the point. Let's go to verse 11.
Verse 11. Then said the woman, whom shall I bring up unto thee? And he said, bring me up Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
And when the woman saw Samuel, she cried with a loud voice. And the woman spake to Saul, saying, why hast thou deceived me? For thou art Saul.
Right. So this is an account of necromancy, right? Uh oh yeah, Connor brother has said it, seen it in the chat. Yeah, he had the shiesty on. Yeah, I forgot about it. Yeah, he had the shiesty on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you got a shiesty? Hey, remember one time the brother had a shiesty on, man? Right, the
See that?
Nike shiesty. Right? But yeah, come on, you know. And you could have had shiesties back then, in the ancient world, right?
Right.
But but it says what? It says this is an example of necromancy in the ancient world, right?
Kind
Because Samuel's dead at this point. Saul is saying, "Bring me up Samuel," and Samuel was brought up, all right, from the spiritual realm. Now, why the Lord allowed this to happen? I mean, the Lord, he can do what he wants. But essentially, yeah, necromancy is a real thing, man. You're talking to the dead, communicating with the dead. All right. And let's go to verse 13.
Verse 13. And the king said unto her, be not afraid, for what sawest thou? And the woman said unto Saul, I saw gods ascending out of the earth.
Saw gods descending out of the earth, man. Right. And these gods, essentially as spirits sending out of the earth. Right. But let's go to verse 14. You got it.
Like you.
Hmm.
Verse 14. And he said unto her, what form is Zaki? And he said unto her, what form is he of? And she said, an old man cometh up, and he is covered with a mantle. Right? So again.
Hmm.
And he is covered with a mantle. And Saul perceived that it was Samuel. And he stooped, and he stooped with his face to the ground and bowed himself. And
Yeah.
Samuel said unto,
No, that's it on that. That's it on that.
okay,
Kind of. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Come on. All right. So that's an example of what do you call it? An example of necromancy in the Bible. And so, what Halloween is, and really going into Halloween, the Day of the Dead, because a lot of times, Halloween is associated with things dead. I mean, you have what skeletons all over the place. You always see it, just random skeleton, right? It's associated with death, communicating with the dead, right? Zombies. What is a zombie? The living dead, right? Necromancy. Um, jack o' lanterns. What else? Just associated with all things just evil and just dead and just wicked. All right. Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse number 4, because essentially, when you're keeping these high holy days, I mean, it's like you're keeping these festivities of man, all right, festivities of Satan. You're essentially praising the wicked. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 28, verse 4.
This book of Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them.
Right. So when you forsake the law, you're praising the wicked. That's what you're doing on Halloween, man. You're praising the wicked. All right. It says, but such as keep the law contend with them. All right. So we're contending with the wicked by keeping these high holy days. Instead of Halloween, instead of Christmas, we're keeping feast dedication.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of celebrating Halloween, brothers are rebuking it. Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, and again, the Lord wants us to walk. Let's go to Philippians chapter 2. The Lord wants us to walk a little different than everybody else in this world. He wants us to walk a little different. Philippians, let's go to Philippians. I could read it real quick. Philippians chapter 2, and verse number 15. That you may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. You see that? So the Lord said, look, we have to shine as lights in this world. We're standing before a crooked and perverse nation. What is this crooked and perverse nation? None other but America. We live in a crooked and perverse nation. The Lord wants us to still walk as shining lights in this world. You know, hey, people might think that your fringes is a costume. It's like, oh, okay, that's your costume. Hey, no, it's not a costume, man. It's not a costume, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or Jake, ask yourself, are your fringes a costume? Right? And that's a
Mm.
deep question. You know what I'm saying? Are your fringes a costume? Are you just wearing it just to wear it? You know, just wearing it just to wear it. You don't really keep any other command. You're just wearing the fringe because it look cool. It's a costume to you. Kind of just throw it on with your fit because the red fringes kind of match your red Nikes. So you just wear it. You know? No, I mean, hey, brothers put on these fringes because it's part of the law. It's not a costume. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go to real quick. Yeah, the precept.
Oh yeah, Con.
Okay, Kanye, you got yours.
Real quick. All right, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, right? Going back to the law, right? Because people might think that, oh, it's not that bad. Or you know, I don't know what they might say, but Leviticus chapter 20, verse 6. And the soul that turneth after such as have familiar spirits, and after wizards, to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul and will cut him off from among his people. So if you're celebrating Halloween, the Lord will set his face against you. You might think it's not that bad, or I'm not dressing up at anything. I'm just handing out candy, right? I'm just handing out candy. A brother might say
Yeah.
a brother might even say he's giving alms on Halloween. I'm just handing out candy. If you indulge in that in them things in any type of way, the Lord's going to set His face against you, right? That's right. Right. I got one more precept. Yeah, kind of going back to going back to seeking that word you brought out. When it said seeking out the dead, the Lord never said to seek out the dead, right? He never said to we seek out the living, right? We seek out the living, and we talk to the living, right? We talk to the living God, right?
Yeah.
Not seeking after the dead, right? This is book of Psalms, chapter 7, verse 9. And it reads, "Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just." Right? So we want the Most High to establish in the earth all the high holy days, all the righteous high holy days. If we walk around and it's a feast day coming up, and we want to see things that are pertaining to that feast day, right? We don't want to see wicked stores opening up, right? We don't want to see them promoting all these things all throughout Babylon the Great. Hey, if Passover is coming up, hey, we want to see where we go before Passover. We want to see garments, right? We want to see lambs and sheeps, or the Feast of Tabernacles, right? As it's coming up, we want to see tabernacles, right? We want to see tabernacles and tents and things of that sort, right? It says, but establish the just, for the righteous God trieth the hearts and reigns. So even in these times, Most High is going to try you. He's going to try you. You know, you got your old friends calling you up. Hey, they got this party. They got this party over here, this Halloween party. You know what I'm saying? You might tell them, oh, you know, I don't celebrate Halloween. You know, you might say, oh, well, it ain't really celebrating. It's just a party. You know, and then you indulge in the party, and you start going off. You know, you start going off. You might have your kids, um, your kids telling you what they seen on TV, what they want to be. You know, you might
Mm.
have your son saying, I want to be Spider-Man. Right? The Lord's gonna try you. The Lord's gonna try you. You gonna get that costume for him. You gonna take him out when in the dark night when nobody's looking. You know, you walk him down the street. You go like this. You know what I'm saying? You look both ways before crossing the road. You know, making sure nobody sees you. Right? But brothers got it.
Yeah, man. Come on. Yeah, looking both ways, make sure nobody see you. Just, just all, man. Just all, right? Hey, I'm gonna get this precept on that too, real quick. Isaiah 29, verse number 16. It says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?" So I brought that precept out to say because just like how the Lord, he has high holy days on the right hand side, guess what? Satan has his holy days or his high days on the left hand side too. So what days do you think that is? Because it's definitely not Passover. It's definitely not feast of dedication. It's definitely not the destruction of Nicanor. It's definitely not the new moons or the Sabbaths. His holy days would be Thanksgiving, would be Christmas. Yeah, I said it. That's the Satan's day. All right. Halloween. I mean, Halloween is just the most evident day that is associated with evil. People still celebrate it, right? But this says, hey, take it from some. I watched this a couple years back, but it says, take it from someone who used to talk to Satan. Halloween is a bad idea. All
Mm.
right. So let's take it from here. You might be watching this. You might be like, well, these brothers are biased because they believe in the Bible. They believe in God. No, we're not biased. First of all, well, let me put it like this: we always gonna choose Yahweh Bashim now Bashad, man. Most I when we always gonna choose him, man. All right, but come on, let's take it for someone that was an ex Satanist.
Some believe it can be taken back like other holidays, but a former Satanist who is now a pastor says no, Christians should not celebrate it. I recently caught up with John Ramirez, and he had a strong warning for believers. Tell us a little bit about where you were in relation to Satanism and worshiping the devil.
Well, 25 years, 8 years old, little boy, 8 years old, demon church, learned being trained by high-ranked devil worshipers, warlock, and spiritual witches, turning me to know how to take over territory, demonic contract, different demon territory, demons, principalities, first, second heaven. I was being trained all the way to the age of 35, sold my soul to the devil, got married in Halloween, had a demonic wedding in Halloween. I baptized my daughter to the dark side at the age of 11. So that was my whole entire life. I mean, I breathed, ate, and slept witchcraft. Astral projecting. I will astral project over region, leave my body, astral project, curse the region, because if I can curse the region, I can capture the people.
Knowing what you came from and what you used to do, you're pretty discouraged.
I mean, hey, people are openly about Satanism in 2023, and people just say it. Well, I mean, just let them do what they do, man. Come on, bro. You want to be Satanist? Be Satanist. That's the ideology of people nowadays, though, right? Where like before, couple years back, when if you just flat open just said, "Yeah, I worship Satan," people are gonna like look at you hella weird, man, right? But nowadays, that shit, is way more lenient. It's way more lenient now because
that you see Christians celebrating Halloween. Why?
I don't know how you can cheat on God. I don't know how you can cheat on the Lord Jesus Christ, because I don't see Satan is coming on Good Friday and coming hanging out with us, right? You know, I got married on Halloween and had a demonic wedding. Why would you put your kids, your family? Why would you put your purpose, your destiny? Why would you put your whole eternity in a demonic altar?
But people say it's just fun, candy. Kids are having costumes on.
Well,
But you say it's much more.
I never did this before, but these candy of life pray over these candies. Witchcraft, they pray over the candies. You're not
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah. So they pray over the candies. What do you think they're praying to, man? They giving out this candy. You think it's just from your local Ralph's? These just from this local. Hey, and also when people say what they say when something is free, right? It's not really free. You paying a price somewhere, right? You paying a price somewhere. It's not really. Hey, there's no such thing. It's that saying. There's no such thing as a free lunch. So you're actually paying somewhere, right? They you getting all this free candy, all right, and that's how they know how to get you too. Is that when you get the kids involved, it's over, right? Because sometimes, hey, these kids got rule over their parents. Hey, how many times parents they have kind of amended their ways, kind of trimmed their ways for the sake of their children, right? That's happened a lot of times, man. Dad is telling his son, his baby son, his baby daughter, whatever, no, we're not getting no chips. We're not getting those chips. We're not getting the soda. We're not getting that candy. And guess what? They keep begging, they keep crying. Well, I mean, parents had a little bit more rulership of their parents, but now, and the Lord says on Isaiah chapter 3, children are their oppressors. So sometimes now that the dads kind of the dads, the mom, whatever, they just give in. And so, essentially, and that's how they get you, is that you get the kids involved, is over, right? Because guess what? These kids, when they grow up to be parents, they're gonna let their kids do Halloween. Why not? Because they did it as a kid, right? You know what I'm saying? So that cycle still continues. So you get the kids involved, it's over, right? That's why you buying candy now. That's why, as a brother said, you getting the costumes, right? But I'm gonna keep going on that.
Though you don't know the person that you're not gonna know she's a witch. Okay, you don't know she's a witch. She's doing Wicca. She's practicing New Age, and you knock on her door, and you coming in legal rights of this witch or this wall. This person's practicing this stuff, giving you this kind of candy. Now you taking that stuff home. You put that stuff into your body, amen. And on top of that, I'm Tom Levain said out of his mouth. He was the ruler of the Church of Satan, right? Out of his mouth, he said, "I want to thank every Christian parent for allowing their child to celebrate Halloween one time a year, the devil's holiday." And it took Adam and Eve to lose everything because of one mistake. It took Esau one circumstance to lose his birthrights.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So why would you bring that kind of curse into your house and curse your family from 3 to 4 generations? So when your kids is 5 and you think it's cool, you dress them up. Once you put a costume on someone, see the trick of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, they were made in the image of God. They were made in God's perfect image, right? The devil tricked them with sin and changed their identity. Yeah. And once you put the costume on the kid, I don't care if you dress them up as Noah, I don't care if you dress them up as Abraham. Once you put this costume on Halloween, the birthright of Halloween, you're changing your kid's identity. The purpose of the destiny has been canceled unless you renounce it and bring it back. That is the trick of the devil.
Now that you're sharing, and you share this everywhere you go.
Everywhere I go, I'm not afraid. I mean, I'm not politically correct. I'd rather be right with God. You be mad with me, but at least you make heaven.
Yes.
I mean, church.
Hey, we know that this brother is in Christianity as of now, or as of this video. He's doing this video, and we know Christianity. This certain form of Satanism in Christianity too. We'll be honest. All right, so brother, you kind of went to openly worshiping Satan to covertly worshiping Satan, because if it's not of the Most High, right, it's of Satan, man. Christianity, within itself, a lot of the doctrines of it, the practices, the hypocrisy that comes behind it, is not of the Most High. but it's closer. All right, I would say Christianity is closer than it is to someone just openly worshiping Satan. That's all the way off. It's like, for example, you know, why, somebody that's a Buddhist and somebody that, proclaims to have belief in Christ. I mean, that brother that professes Christ, or that says that he believes in Christ, is, he's closer to what the truth actually is than someone that's just in Buddhism, right? Or or something, Hinduism. Hinduism really, I mean, doesn't have much to do with the Bible. You see that? So at least this brother, he claims to believe in the Bible, right? But essentially, man, this brother's bringing out good points, and we're just going to finish it out.
Sometimes they get mad. They get mad with me. They get, oh, why are you saying that? Why are you talking that way? But how should I talk? If God told me to speak the truth. I'm just a mailman.
Amen. Now that you're a Christian, you're actually a minister of the gospel now.
Amen. Yes.
You said that you're now in a season where in your life where you're saying, I want to pay the enemy back for all the darkness.
About 25 years and plus. I've gone to places that people manifest the manifestations of demons, people casting out demons, healing the people. I mean, I'm living in the place today of the Church of the Book of Acts, the powerful church, that church that came out of the upper room.
Amen.
That's where I'm living. People saying, sir, I was just talking to another sister. I was saying this Muslim lady came up to the altar.
He got the mouth for a Christian too. You know how they talk like a talk hella fast. Yeah, you got the mouth for a Christian too. But yeah.
Prostate cancer. She's a Muslim. She renounced Islam. She renounced the situation. She accepted Jesus. She went to the doctor. No trace of cancer. That's the God that I know. That is the Jesus Christ I know.
He's the same.
He's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. There's people that come from the occult practices. I've been in the occult. I did Ouija board. I did this. I did.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. The Ouija board. Brothers know about the Ouija board, man. Brothers be using that. You know what I'm saying? You got certain brothers and sisters, they be using the Ouija board. I don't know if brothers seen it before. It's like, hey, are you with us? And then kind of moves, right? Kind of spells out certain letters. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to just cast spells in your home? Why do you want to do these things? You know what I'm saying? Why do you just take pleasure in just wickedness? And a lot of times, Jake, you go to these parties with Esau, you gotta live around Edomites, maybe, or you got some Edomite friends. They kind of invite you to this party. Better not go to that. All right, they're gonna be doing all manner of just sacrifices and just whatever. Better not go to there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but nevertheless, and there's a lot of more wickedness that we could have went to it, but this is just a quick video, man. Not too long, probably like an hour 30, right? Going into just Halloween, man. Y'all celebrating Halloween? It's a sin. All right, but let's go to any precept on that, King?
A lot. I was gonna say just when it comes to like a lot of that wizards and stuff like that, and especially when you just brought up the Ouija board, a lot of it, is Jake too, but it'd be a lot of Eve's into that heavy. Yeah, Eve is into that.
Eve is into that, bro.
Eve is deep.
Hey, the Lord said, "Rise, you have women that are at ease." All right. So y'all women that want to indulge in, and I mean, Eve, we know how you are during this time, bro. We know how you are during this time, bro. Eve, all you want to do is freak out, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you try to do, man.
Bring that out, King.
Yeah, come on. And just dress like a harlot. Right? Dress like a harlot. You got, and also, you got a lot of Eve that wear makeup and weave in their hair, maybe. You know what I'm saying? They're wearing makeup, they're wearing fake eyelashes, fake nails, they're wearing a lot of fake stuff. They might even have the fake behind, the BBL. You know what I'm saying? They may have the fake, melons. All right, the fake breasts. They may just have a lot of fake stuff, plastic surgery. So I mean, you already in the costume. You're already in the costume. You're in the costume 360 days in a year.
You see that?
Right? You in a costume all the time. All right. Every day you kind of put that bucket of paint on your face. You're in a costume. All right. You're disguising yourself. As Saul did. Right? Trying to be like your forefather Saul. Right? Or trying to be like what's her name? Jezebel, who painted her face. And she looked out the window. All right. So that's our women. And so hey man, but all praise to the most high, man, that we came out the world and we're not celebrating these things anymore. And also, real quick too, on top of all the wickedness that comes with Halloween, it's also a money gimmick to where Esau just getting your money. It's just, I mean, that's all he wants. He wants you to sin, and also while you sin, get your money, right? And also before we close out, I'm gonna show you how much people are spending, bro, every year on Halloween, right? On average. It says Halloween in the United States. Halloween generates a substantial amount of money for the U.S. economy, as Americans spend significant sums over the Halloween season. In 2023, U.S. consumers planned to spend an overall total of more than $12 billion on Halloween. The majority of consumers' money goes towards the purchase of costumes, decorations, and candy. All right. So a lot of people, they want to spend money during Halloween. All right. And you see that? And hey, most people get their stuff, 33% of people get their stuff 3 to 4 weeks in advance. So people, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna get this in September. I'm gonna get ready in September. Right? I'm gonna get ready for this this Halloween. Yeah, we finna be ready. We're gonna make sure we get our Kit Kats and our Twix. We're gonna make sure we get our Skittles. We're gonna make sure we get our candy corn. I hate candy corn, by the way. I hate candy corn. I can't see how anybody can eat it. I can't see how anybody can eat that stuff, bro. Right? But hey, we're gonna make sure we have our candy corn and the Kool-Aid. Where they have damn fruit punch. Esau be having fruit punch and stuff. Oh yeah, they also have like, what is it? The damn bucket with the water and the apples. I don't even know what that's called. But they have these certain weird traditions. Jake, that's not you, man. All right. Eve, that's not you.
Right.
You gotta come back to these laws. All right. They should be saying, hey, yeah, for this feast of dedication, yeah, we ready. I got my menorah, I got the candles. You know what I'm saying? Hey, right? We got the right spirit. We set, man.
Right.
You know, where we going to keep it at? Right? What house we keeping at? Hey, what park? Hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Come on. So yeah, man, pecan, right? So
They getting in this thing.
Yeah, kind of getting in there. Yeah.
They getting in there. And they like the fruit punch because they want to make it seem like they're drinking blood, you know?
Yeah.
You know, the red drink. You know, you see sometimes they got the blood coming across the lips.
Right.
That's, that's all wicked, right? The Lord said in the law, thou shalt not eat anything with the blood. They kind of walking around like they just got done eating somebody. You know?
Hey man, you know, I'm in college right now. My professor was saying, yeah, we're gonna push this exam till next week, so that where he said Salaki, the week it was really originally planned November 1st to have the exam. We said we're gonna push it to the week after that, because he's like, hey, y'all have fun in the on the Halloween. He said, hey, y'all be responsible, right? Because he already knows that young people, like around our age, even to Gad's age, they're just gonna be drinking, getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? That's why my dad was like too. He was like, "Hey, yeah, you gotta be careful, moving around on Halloween. You gotta be careful, man. You got drunk drivers. You got people just wilding out just because it's Halloween, bro. We're gonna get into some spooky stuff on purpose. You see that? Yeah, man. We used to be Jake in the world. You got it.
Hey, a lot of spirits.
A lot of spirits.
A lot of spirits. You got rage. You got lust, right? You got a lot of spirits around that time. You know, then you got the damn after party, and that's where all the grown-ups go.
Yeah.
All the grown-ups throw on costumes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Grown as hell, they're putting on costumes
Batman.
and freaking off.
Right.
Right. Batman.
Exactly. Batman. Yeah. Brothers are sad that their the $100 Batman suit got kind of sold out at Spirit Halloween. I was like, oh man, I gotta be hey, 35-year-old man saying, oh man, I gotta be Superman again.
Hey, and that's funny too. You even seen that. I don't know if brothers watched it. You seen it on the movie Grown Ups. The
Mhm.
movie is called Grown Ups.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's Grown Ups 2 or something, where it was like the grown ups versus the teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the grown ups, they had a big ass Halloween party. You got people up there dressing like Trump. You know,
Oh, yeah, right.
you know,
Yep.
you got the Hoya heads celebrating Halloween.
Hey, the Lord said from the least even to the greatest, man. They're all celebrating it. They're all indulging in it. All right. And again, these are the festivities of heathen, man. All
That's
right.
right.
Con. So yeah, anything? Oh yeah. That's it on that, King?
Huh.
All right, Con. Yeah, so at this time, man, we're gonna bring our closing precepts of the spirit. You got yours first of the spirit.
Huh. Right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 44. Right. It reads, "Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh." So you got to be ready all day, every day, right? 24/7. Right now, we understand you might not feel like you're on fire every day or 24/7, but you got to be ready, right? The Lord said, "For in such an hour as ye think not," right? So that time when you thought, oh, it's Halloween. I'm gonna just throw this costume on when nobody's looking. I'm gonna go somewhere where I don't know nobody, and I'm gonna freak off. Hey, in the hour when you think not, just imagine that you indulging in wickedness. You got a damn costume on, and the Lord pop up on you. How ashamed and embarrassed would you, right? See, men are, they're ashamed of to get caught by man, right? How
Yeah.
much more the Lord, right? How much more the Lord, you know, right? So we have to be ready, right? We have to, when the Lord comes back, we want to be those that he finds doing what he told us to do, right? The Lord said, right, blessed that servant who, when his Lord cometh, so findeth him doing, right? You won't get caught with your pants down, right? Caught with your pants down, doing God knows what, right?
Yeah.
Right. Let me read that. Let me read that again, King. This book of Matthew 24 and 44. "Therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh." Right. You got it, King.
Hey, Con, that's plain, that's plain. Yeah, the Lord is coming. All right, the Lord is coming, man. And he's coming to shake the earth. He's coming to essentially scare the inhabitants of the earth. In Job 18:14, the Lord is called the King of Terrors. That's his nick. Hey, that's one of his his titles, the King of Terrors. All right. So you think you're scared watching it? You're scared watching Michael Myers Halloween? You know, he just with the mask on. He never talk, and somehow he teleport. Right. The girl, she's running like 10 miles per hour, top speed. The girl, she running like 10 miles per hour. She falling on things. She jumping down the hill. She rolling right down the hill. You know what I'm saying? She did there ran like 2 miles. And then she kind of opened the door. He right there. How he get there? Like literally, how he get there that fast? Right? And how this dude hella strong too? This brother got shot in the head. Brother got shot probably 50 times. Got the extendo clip. This brother is still walking. I mean, not this brother, but right? This man is still walking. How does you know what I'm saying? So it's just it's it's fantasy, right? It's fiction. You understand it, right? But essentially, while you watching these movies, you think you scared, right? But hey, the Lord is going to give you a scare. All
That's
right,
right.
just you wait. The Lord is going to give you a scare, man. All right, I'm gonna get this precept. Second Ezra 6:13, verse number 7. I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet there's fright. It's like, and yet there's fight. You see that? So when everybody saw Yahweh Shah coming in that fathership, they were yet very, very afraid. They were very afraid of him. These are just not ordinary people. These are military men. All right, military men. Military. If you're in the military, you can't be scared. But they're the ones that's scared of Yahweh Shah. It's not just your average Joe citizen that's working at the bank or something like that. No, these are military men, and they're very scared of Yahweh Shah. All right. So how much more of the average man that's celebrating Halloween is going to be scared, man? All right. So with that, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. Lord willing, this video is edifying unto you through the Spirit. All right. We not celebrating Halloween, right? God forbid we celebrate Halloween again, man. All right. And be careful out here because a lot of high demonic activity during this time. All right. You best believe they're throwing up prayers onto the spiritual demon Satan to cast you down. All right. So with that, I'll pray Yahweh Shah Bashai, Brother Yasha Allah. You on mute, Lock.
Kind of like your brother Gad.
Can't come back to y'all yet into the video through the Spirit and power Yahweh Shah Bashai. Everybody have a blessed Shabbat through the Spirit. Shalom. The water for all that's tuning in. Kwame Yashala.